Yo, what's up guys? This is Felix from Giant Lifestyle, and in this video I want to teach you and share with you how I lowball in negotiations and always come off winning and pretty much avoid any pressure, because most of the time when you're going to buy something or you're going to put a deal together or you're buying something to flip it or to resell it and you offer somebody a really low number, aka a lowball, they sometimes get really offended and it can totally kill the deal. So I actually learned this strategy from one of my mentors, so I can't say that I came up with the idea, but as I started implementing it into different businesses and different ways that I've been able to make money, it's always worked. It's always taken the pressure off of me, and it's really been able to give me position and room and area to negotiate. So basically, I've used it in all my businesses: wholesaling real estate, when I used to buy and resell diabetic test strips, buying and reselling phones. Pretty much any business where you're buying and reselling something, or putting something under a contract. And even when you're not buying and reselling anything, it's always good to use this strategy, because you are almost taking all the pressure off you and you don't want to look like you're the boss. It's always better to be underestimated. So basically what you do, so for example, say I'm buying a phone, for example, and you really want to get it for like $100, but they're probably expecting $200 to $300, and you have plans to resell it for 400. I'm not that familiar with the phone flipping game. I just found out about it, but I used to do this a lot when I was buying and reselling diabetic test strips. And I've done it in real estate as well. But what you can say is, when you make your offer, when you have an idea of what you really want to get it for, not just what you would take for it, but what you really want to get it for, what you can tell them is, look, this is what my boss told me to offer for you. So you always want to take the pressure off of you, and you want to say, like, look, let me find out what my boss can pay for this, and I'll get back to you. So even when they call up like, hey, I got a house for sale, I need to get rid of it ASAP, aka motivated seller. And it's always good to have motivated sellers, but even motivated sellers don't want to get lowballed. They don't want to basically be taken advantage of. And what you can do is, when they call in and say, hey, I have this, whatever niche you're in, whatever business you're in, you simply tell them like, hey, okay, take down some basic information. Hey, let me call you back. Let me find out what my boss, or let me find out what my manager will pay for them, and I'll call you right back. So that automatically diffuses the situation, and then you can call them back and be like, hey, look, my boss said they will pay X or the X for whatever the price is. It takes all the diffusion off you, because if you told them right on the spot, like, look, I'll pay whatever it is, and say that your offer is like basically 1/4 of what they thought you would pay, they'll just shut you down, be like, no man, and you might even get cursed out. When you really lowball people, it can totally kill the deal. But when you say, hey, I'll call you back, it immediately throws you in a position of, look, you're on the same level as the person. Because what I learned, especially in games where you're buying and reselling stuff, it's a true fact of life that nobody wants to see you really get money. Yeah, people want to see you succeed, but there's an old saying that goes like, hey, people want to see you win, but no more than them. Not me personally. I like to see everybody win, but a lot of people think like that. They don't want to, you give them 90 and then you turn around and resell it for 200. So if you just say that you're not making money from this, hey, that's my boss, he's going to take this and resell it, he's going to use this property for something, I'm just a worker, I don't really know anything, it takes all the pressure off of you, and then you have more room to negotiate. So say you offer, just say for a phone, you offer, you want to get it for $100, and you know that you can still make profit if you buy it at $300, and they deny you at $100. What you can do is be like, okay, look, let me call my boss back, let me see what's the highest they can pay, and I'll come back to you. And you could be on a real good relationship with that seller, and they have no idea the whole time that you're playing it from a power position. You just have to lower it down and be almost it's better to be like unexpected, and people think you're smaller, and in reality you're much bigger than you are. So just play it small, play it low, and make it look like you have no control over how the deal goes down, and in the end you're not making any money from this, because a lot of people don't want to see you win. A lot of people don't want to see you make money. And anytime I've ever done this, anytime I've always played the deal from the back, I've always been able to negotiate and get my way. So that's basically how I negotiate, how I lowball, and make more profit in any deal or any business or any niche that I'm doing. So if you guys enjoyed the video, hit the thumbs up, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.